Imagine holding an ordinary quarter, just 25 cents, something you've used thousands of times in vending machines, parking meters, or gas stations. But what if I told you that one specific 1994 quarter, the same coin you might have spent without even thinking, could secretly be worth $1 million? Yes, 1 million. A coin so rare, so mysterious, and so unbelievably valuable that collectors are willing to pay life-changing money for it. And the craziest part? This ultra-rare 1994 quarter doesn't look special at first glance. It hides in plain sight, mixed with normal coins, unnoticed by millions of people who touch quarters every single day. Just imagine this. You're counting your change. You pick up a 1994 quarter. It feels normal, lightweight, silver, nothing unusual. But then, something catches your eye. A tiny detail, a strange mark, a pressure flaw, a mint error that almost no one in the world even knows exists. Your heart stops. Your hands shake. Because in that moment, you realize you might be holding a $1 million treasure. A coin so incredible that even professional collectors dream of finding it. A coin so rare that only a handful exist. A coin the U.S. Mint never intended to release, but somehow it slipped into circulation. This is not just a quarter. This is a phenomenon. A 1994 quarter with a freak mint error so extreme, so unique, and so impossible to duplicate that it instantly becomes a millionaire maker. A coin with the power to change someone's life in a single moment. And what's truly unbelievable, anyone could find one. In a pocket, in a drawer, in a car's cup holder, in old savings jars, in change from a store. So before you spend your 1994 quarter, before you give it away, before you ignore it like every other coin, stop. Look closely, because the rare 1994, quarter worth $1,000 might already be in your home, just waiting for you to discover it. Imagine this. You're sorting through pocket change, not expecting anything special, just the usual mix of nickels, dimes, and quarters, coins you've seen your entire life, coins you've spent thousands of times without even looking at them. But then, your eyes stop on a quarter dated 1994. A simple, ordinary silver-colored coin that feels like nothing. But what if I told you that one's special? 1994 quarter, a coin that looks completely normal, could be worth $1 million? A single quarter, 25 cents. Equal to the price of a mansion's down payment. Equal to a brand new luxury car. Equal to more money than most people see in their entire lives. Yes, this is not a myth, not a rumor, not a fantasy. There exists a rare, almost impossible, mint error in certain 1994 quarters that has turned them into million-dollar collectibles. And the shocking part? Most of the world doesn't know this coin even exists. It's hiding in circulation, hiding in household drawers, hiding inside old jars, completely unnoticed. Now imagine this moment. You pick up the 1994 quarter. You flip it over casually, and suddenly your heart freezes. There's something different. Something unusual. Something that doesn't match normal quarters. You look closer. You lean into the light. And that's when you notice it. A strange strike. A double detail. A rim flaw. Something imperfect. Something too perfect for an error. A tiny mistake. Made inside the U.S. Mint. During a fraction of a second. Created a coin so rare that collectors are willing to pay 7 figures just to own it. Think about that. One mistake. One moment. One coin, and suddenly you're holding something worth more than most people's houses. The story of the rare 1994 quarter begins deep, inside the mint, where machines thunder, presses strike steel against metal blanks, and millions of coins are produced daily. But on a particular day in 1994, something went wrong, something so unusual that even mint workers didn't notice. A die misalignment, a wrong plancher, a pressure irregularity. Maybe even a foreign metal blank mistakenly fed into the machine. Whatever it was, the result was a perfect storm of rarity. A coin that should not exist, but does. One of the most shocking features? This 1994 quarter looks almost identical to a regular one. No gold color, no shine, no strange metal. At first glance, it seems ordinary. And that is why millions of people have unknowingly held this fortune in their hands and spent it. Used it in vending machines. Used it in laundromats, tossed it into donation boxes, dropped it in parking meters. People have literally thrown away $1 million without knowing. But not you. Not anymore. Because today you're about to learn exactly why this coin is worth so much and how to identify it. Rare versions of the 1994 quarter include a doubled die where letters like Liberty or In God We Trust appear doubled, a dramatic off-center strike where part of Washington's face or the eagle is missing, a wrong plancher error, where the quarter was struck on a dime or foreign metal blank, a broad strike with no rim and stretched metal, a deep strike-through where a piece of metal or cloth interfered with the striking process. Any of these flaws turn a normal quarter into a high-value piece. But then there's the Holy Grail, the $1 million version, a 1994 quarter struck on the wrong precious metal plancher, a shocking and extremely rare mint error that collectors go insane over. Only a microscopic percentage survive. These coins are the legends of the coin world, the golden ticket, the dream find. Imagine the reaction if you discovered one. Imagine showing your family. Imagine calling an auction house and hearing them say, "Yes, this is real. This is a millionaire coin." Your hands would shake. Your breath would stop. Your life would change in an instant. And here's the part most people never understand. $1 million coins are not found in museums.
In a world where ordinary coins pass from hand to hand unnoticed, there exists a small, copper-colored piece that could change someone's life forever. A coin so old, so unique, so mysterious, that even holding it in your palm feels like holding a piece of history itself. Today we talk about a 1966 1-cent coin. Not just any penny, but a potential treasure worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single cent from 1966 that could be equal to the price of a luxury villa, supercar collection, or a lifetime of financial comfort. Imagine opening an old drawer, checking an old piggy bank, or going through a box of forgotten coins, and suddenly, there it is. A coin you never thought much about. Just a penny, but not an ordinary one. A penny that could turn dreams into reality. A coin that could pay off debts, build homes, secure futures, and completely change the story of the person who discovers it. Many people walk past history every day without realizing they're stepping over gold disguised as copper, this 1 cent. Coin was minted decades ago, during a time when metal, craftsmanship, and detail made every coin feel alive. The small imperfections, the texture, the shine, the aging marks all become important clues. Some pieces are extremely rare, some have minting errors. Some were made in such a limited quantity that only a few lucky individuals in the world might still have them. And if you are one of those people, then you may be sitting on a hidden fortune without even knowing it. Right now. Someone somewhere might have this coin lying inside an old pouch, a tin box, an album of forgotten collectibles, or even mixed among ordinary change used for small purchases every day. And the funniest part? Most owners don't even know what they're holding. They don't know the value. They don't know the rarity. They don't know that just 1 penny from 1966 could be worth up to $2 million. If you have a coin like this, or if you want to learn how to identify it correctly, stay connected with our YouTube channel, Old Quarter Dollar Value. Watch the complete guide video on our channel to understand how to check the condition, how to recognize errors, how to verify authenticity, and most importantly, how to sell it for maximum price. This knowledge could be the key that opens the door to life-changing income. Because this video is not just about a coin. It's about opportunity. It's about history. It's about value that has been sleeping for more than half a century. Today that value wakes up. Think for a moment, how many hands might this coin have traveled through? From markets to pockets, from dusty drawers to forgotten jars, from one generation to another. Maybe it once bought a newspaper, a candy bar, a bus ticket. Maybe it belonged to a soldier, a student, a worker, a collector. Every scratch tells a story. Every mark holds time. And after all these silent years, this 1-cent coin suddenly stands. Today is one of the most unexpected million-dollar treasures in the world. The year 1966 was not just another year, it was an era of change. Coins were made differently, metals were chosen precisely, and tiny variations in minting created pieces that the world didn't notice back then. But today, collectors chase them like hidden relics. There are pennies from 1966 with minting errors, off-center strikes, double die patterns, sync letters, rotated dies, and these mistakes turned what should have been ordinary currency into priceless collectors. Gems Ed, and here's the fascinating part. Most people throw away these rare variants without ever checking. A coin worth millions might be sitting inside a jar used for small change at home. Treasure might be rolling under a cupboard, hidden under old receipts, lying forgotten in a pocket of jeans that hasn't been worn in years. History doesn't always rest in museums. Sometimes it lives in your house, unseen, unrecognized, unvalued. So imagine yourself one day sitting casually, sorting through coins for no reason at all, and then your eye catches a reddish-brown penny that looks older than the rest. You flip it, you see 1966. You feel something different. The weight, the shine, the age. Something tells you to look closer. And maybe, just maybe, that's the moment your life changes forever. Because if your coin is the rare variant, if your coin holds that hidden error, if your coin matches the precious qualities collectors hunt for globally, then you could be the owner of a $2 million treasure. But luck alone is not enough. You must know how to check it, how to grade it, where to sell it, and how to get full value without getting underpaid. And for this exact purpose, our YouTube channel Old Quarter Dollar Value exists to guide, to inform, to help you understand the real worth of the coins you already have. Go to our detailed video on Old Quarter Dollar Value. The full process is explained clearly. How to identify rare signs, how to photograph the coin for buyers, how to contact dealers, auction houses, and private collectors. We show you the difference between an ordinary penny and one that could buy a home. This is not just a story, this could be reality for you. Future waiting to be unlocked. A penny that has slept for 58 long years might wake up in your hands today. People often ask, how can a 1-cent coin, a small piece of metal, reach a value of millions? The answer lies in rarity, survival, and the eyes that recognize its worth. A coin becomes valuable, not merely because it is old, but because few exist in perfect condition, few contain those minting flaws, and even fewer have remained untouched by time. Collectors do not chase common things, they chase the extraordinary. They chase the coin that stands apart. They chase the story no one else has. Imagine a treasure hunter without a map, walking past gold buried beneath his feet. That is how millions of people unknowingly ignore coins like the 1966 penny. They look at it, think it is just a rusty cent, and let it go. But those who take a moment to learn, to observe, to examine, they are the ones who discover fortune. Look closely, that slight doubling in the letters, that small shift in the rim, that unusual shade of copper. These details are the difference between 1 cent and $2 million. A trained eye sees what the world ignores. A collector's heart recognizes value that others cannot feel. And today, if you learn to see this value could come to you, think about it. How many stories begin with something so simple? Coin found in a drawer. A penny picked from the ground. Small detail noticed under bright light. One moment of awareness can open a lifetime of change. The 1966 penny is a reminder that miracles do not always shine. Sometimes they hide beneath dust. Picture yourself holding that coin, not knowing yet if it's rare, but feeling the weight of possibility. Your mind begins to wonder, could this be it? Could this be the one? And with every second, anticipation grows. Because when you know what to look for, every old coin becomes a mystery waiting to unfold. And that is where knowledge becomes power. Our channel, Old Quarter Dollar Value, is here to give you that power. The tutorial video available on our channel will guide you step by step how to compare your coin with rare examples, how to recognize double dies, misprints, rotated strikes, how to judge condition, shine, grade, mint mark presence or absence. We will show you how a coin worth $5 becomes $5,000, and how one may rise to $2 million. We will also tell you where to sell, how to avoid scammers, which platforms are trusted, which auctions pay the highest, and how to negotiate confidently so you never lose value. Because when you hold something precious, you must know how to protect it. Your rare coin journey begins not with luck, but with awareness. And today, awareness is in front of you, spoken, explained. Revealed, the 1966 1-cent coin is not just money. It is history, value, legacy, potential. It is a silent treasure waiting for a voice. Maybe your voice. But now, pause for a moment. The story of the 1966 1-cent coin is not just about money. It's about awareness. It's about understanding that sometimes the greatest treasures are not locked in museums, not buried underground, not guarded by gates. They are lying silently in our homes. A treasure in plain sight. Invisible only because we never knew where to look. People spend their lives searching for opportunities. Yet sometimes opportunity sits quietly in a small metal coin resting in a forgotten jar. You may have walked past it 1,000 times. You may have seen it and never realized its worth. But today you know. Today your eyes are open. Today you understand that this 1 cent could be worth $2 million, not because of magic, but because of rarity, error, condition, survival, and history fused into one tiny masterpiece. How to grade condition, and most importantly, how to sell it for the highest price. Make sure you watch our full video available on this channel, like the video, share it with others who may have old coins at home, and subscribe with the bell icon on, because the next treasure might be in your hand, your home, your pocket, without you knowing it. One video, one discovery, one coin, and your life could chance so. If you have a 1966 penny, don't ignore it, or don't spend it. Don't let it remain unrecognized. Instead, learn, observe, compare, research, and if it matches the rare mint traits, then you are holding something the world is ready to pay a fortune for. And now, as we come to the end of this story and the beginning of your discovery, I invite you to stay connected because this journey does not stop here. This is only the first step. You are watching Old Quarter Dollar Value, the channel where coins become history and history becomes opportunity. If you want to learn how to check your 1966 1-cent coin, how to identify errors,